EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too.
Oh, a Cardinal sin there, thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted.
It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5. Young going to give to Brooks.
Muscles him off. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Young working out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brooks.
And he is going to have the Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
This is going to be a corner route to their tight end, and I'll tell you what, it's man coverage, So that makes it hard for a linebacker to stay with him. And he's able to make the catch on the right side of the field and pick up the first down.
Broken tackle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
The tight end in motion right. To throw, Young. Touchdown!
And Xavier Legette.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers will strike first here, this wild card matchup.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Gone.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
2nd and 5. Another run for Gibbs here.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he'll just get rid of it.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Off play action. Here's Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Sam Laporta.
26 yards.
And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they are looking at a second down and 6 coming up. Young will set to throw. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Out of the gun, it's Young. He's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Brooks.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
One more time with Brooks.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Jonathan Brooks
taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Jadeveon Clowney coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. Oh, fighting off the defender. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Throwing, Young. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. 15 yards there on the catch and run. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 54 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Young from the shotgun. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Panthers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Young. He's got it for touchdown. Adam Thielen from 4 yards out.
And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10.
Here's Goff. Flushed out right. This will be caught at about the 6. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Play action. It's Goff. Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina.
Jonathan Brooks.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The final shot before break here. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 136 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round. And the slot man goes in motion left. Young. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Young here, you can see changing the play. Up the middle with Brooks here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Looking to throw, Young. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Marcus Davenport. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That one complete to Leggett. He'll get it inside the 20.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Xavier Leggett.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Panthers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A give right side for Gibbs. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Goff.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Goff now to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Here's 2nd and 7. Gibbs straight ahead.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers' 27. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Back to throw, Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards that time for number 19. One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
A run out of the gun with Brooks. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Once again.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did. I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Hand off now to Gibbs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
Young going to give to Brooks.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
2nd and 10.
Young to throw it.
Got a man. That's Leggett.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Off the play fake, Young. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Mike Gesicki, 28 yards.
And the Panthers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. That's complete to Laporta. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the give, here's Gibbs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The Lions on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try and run here with Brooks. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the 1st with a very effective stiff arm. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's a handoff to Brooks. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee.